If you're a heat and air machine technician or even a salesperson, why does the saying people who pay attention matter, and how does it help you? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell, coming to you live from HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business, and a fantastic day to talk about you. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento. All right, so there is a saying, people who pay attention. And there's gonna be a point in your life outside of social media that somebody says, hey, I've got an offer, I've got a product, and I've got a service. And I don't know, it's $100, it's $500, it's $1,000. And sometimes people will come back and say, hey, can I get that thing for free? Well, when you've put in the time, the energy, and the effort to make a purchase, it gives you a different perspective. So I gotta tell you a story. When I first got started in 2001 doing sales, I had $100 a month that I would put towards buying books or CDs because I didn't have podcasts and MP3s back then. And people would come to me like, hey, can I borrow your book? Well, there's times where I had to decide whether to eat like fancy or have top ramen to keep up with that $100 a month purchase when I first got started. And so like people didn't understand what kind of emotional hold I had on those books or I had on those CDs. And the same thing happens with you when you pay a coach, when you pay a consultant, when you buy a product, you have buy-in. It took you time, energy, effort, risk, money, and or reputation to make that purchase, because like, what if you were wrong? And so the reason why this becomes super important to you is there's gonna be a time in your life where you look back and somebody goes like, hey, you have this so easy. Why is it so easy for you, but it's so hard for everybody else? And you're gonna look back and you're like, that's because I paid, and then I paid attention, and then I took action. And this right here is why you should join my email publication. I will give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not the YouTube channel. So people who pay attention. And at some point, there'll be an offer, hey, buy my product, come to my course, come to my live seminar. And yeah, you know, there is definitely stuff you can get free on social media. So I'm gonna tell you a story. I had a friend reach out and says, hey, I need help with a project. Great. And so we agree on a time. And let's just say said time was 10:30 at a location here in Sacramento. And friends like, hey, I really need help with this project. I know that you're the perfect person. I know what you're up to. I know what you're doing. I know how things are. So I drive to Midtown Sacramento from where I live. It was like 20 minutes. And I get there promptly at 10:30. And I text my friend, didn't hear anything back from him. Hey, I'm here. I'm at this location. Here where we meet up. Here's the spot. 20 minutes go by, didn't hear back from him. So I have books that I carry with me. I have courses on my phone that I have videos that I can watch. So I'm like, I'm not freaking out, but I'm frustrated because normally for consulting, that's things that I typically charge for, right? And when the clock starts, like if you say you're gonna be there at 10:30, it's like an attorney, the clock starts at 10:30. And so I spent a little bit of time with this guy working on a plan that he needed some help with. But because he didn't pay attention to my time. Now, will he implement? I don't know. He could, he might, he may. But the chances of somebody going through after they don't have to pay for a service, they don't have to pay for time, there's no skin in the game. And for you, what this means is as you develop your skills, as you develop your talents, as you develop your capability, you can't rely on mommy or daddy, AKA your boss, to pay for all of your school, to pay for your education. At some point, you have to put skin in the game because then you're paying attention. And so like, I'm very punctual. My mom makes fun of me. She's like, she calls me the timekeeper. She's like, hey, if Scott says he's gonna be somewhere at 9, he's there at 8:57. If Scott says he's gonna be there at 11, he's gonna be there at 10:57. I'll probably be there earlier, but I probably have something on my phone or my tablet or my laptop to keep me busy so that like, I'm not just sitting there stewing and going, I'm pissed, I'm angry, I'm upset. For you to get to the next level from where you're at, make sure you pay whatever it is that you got to pay. I'm not asking you for money. I'm not asking you for anything except for to pay attention after you have paid, because you're going to get much further in life. You got one of 3 things to do from here. One of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, tag or share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.